Hey guys, Shadney back with another process video today, and this is another layout for the Scrapbooking for Beginners kit that I built. I've finished all the layouts for the whole kit, so you got just a few more left to go, but I made a lot, so we'll go through those soon after I show you all the layouts and then show you what I have left. I do have a good amount left. I'm surprised how many I have left, but I mean how much scraps and stuff I have left, but it's not enough that I think I need to keep going. But I'll show you and I'll explain everything. Right now what I'm doing is I've backed this sweet little photo of India when she was a tiny baby. She was maybe 2 days old. She was less than a week old because it was before we moved to our house. So she was less than a week old at some point in there. And it was just a sweet picture. She was so tired and just happy. And so it's printed at about 3x4, maybe a little bit larger than 3x4. I backed it in some vellum and just did a thin border. Obviously I have a white border around it. I do that with 99% of my photos, if you haven't noticed that. So I kind of forget to mention it sometimes, but I did, after the white border, I did vellum and then pale pink. And these I'm just using scraps and kind of using the size that I have so that, and they'll end up different, like sizes and different orientations, if that makes sense. Like some of them will go all the way behind the photo and some of them won't, and they'll be to the left or the right or up or down or anything like that to kind of add some variation to the stack so it keeps some interest. The piece that I added that has the hearts and the stars, I forgot to mention that. That is from that sticker sheet that we've used all the stickers from it. I can't believe I've used all of them. And I just backed that on, I like peeled it off the backing and put it on another piece of scrap paper and trimmed it down to size and stuck that in the layers. It's got that gold foiling on it, so it gives a nice little amount of gold and some shimmer and some fun little detail in the background. I originally stuck it with this page because I thought I'd do some misting and I would use it like a stencil, but I just didn't want to mess up the paper, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. So then I went ahead and did this. That gold scalloped I have been hoarding because I wanted to use it as a whole piece, but it just wasn't going to happen. So I ended up cutting it and just trimming the scallop part and bordered it on that left side of that photo, the 6x8 paper that the photo is on. These strips, the fringe strips that I'm using right now, they are from the paper pad. It is a sheet of paper that has stripes with these unicorns. It's like a cream color, a pink color, and a red color striped all the way down. And I just cut those into strips and used my French scissors on them, but I have plenty of times used regular scissors just to cut fringe trim. Using your small micro tip scissors is like the easiest. I will say I had intended for these to be part of another layout that I had planned, and then I just didn't end up wanting to do it. So I do have several of these strips left over from that where I've already gone through and cut them all out and just didn't use them. So that is something to keep in mind. I would have had a whole nother page and a half of paper if I wouldn't have done that ahead of time, but you know, I didn't know at the time, and you just do what you do with what you have. But I thought it was kind of a cool look and texture to add down here below the photo, just for some more dimension and detail and texture, and it kind of draws your eye up towards the photo. I am matting the photo, not matting, I am sticking the photo up on some fun foam just to give it some dimension and draw some more attention to that photo. Before I attach it down though, I'm going to go ahead and do some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine on the background, just some splatters. And it's kind of funny, whenever that landed on that gold foiled paper, when it dries, it gives it a completely different look to the color shine, because it's almost like a matte. It's really strange. But I'm also going in right now and soaking up some of the extra liquid from each of those bigger dots, because that is what will give you those weird oil rings whenever your mist dries. If you get that weird, like, ugly ring around your beautiful shimmer, that is what it is. It's that the shimmer part has dried quicker than the liquid has been able to dry, so the liquid keeps spreading. I've gone ahead and adhered this photo down with all its fun layers behind it. I am going to stick this little cloud wood veneer up here, and then the wood veneer that is the moon with the little face, who is adorable. There are two in that set, so actually I'm going to glue them together just so they're like a double thickness. It'll give it kind of a different look. It's not that a lot of people will notice, but I don't know that I'm going to use it on any other layout in the future, and I might as well go ahead and get it on a page. So in a second, I will glue those together before gluing them onto the page. This little gold label is from that sticker sheet. I think it's the last sticker from that sticker sheet. I had saved it on a piece of wax paper just for this layout. And then I adhered, because those photos are up on foam, that cloud does stick up a little bit, but it doesn't overhang enough that I didn't add any foam behind the cloud itself. I just used liquid glue to attach it to the mats, and then again glued the moon together, and then glued him to the page. The next thing I'm going to do is pull out these gold glitter thickers that I've added to the kit last week, and just go ahead and finish out the title. I'm going to do Sweet Dreams, Tiny Baby, and if it was any other layout, I probably would have just done Sweet Dreams and just been done with it. But because I had those wood veneers, I wanted to somehow incorporate the Tiny Baby in there. So it works out pretty well, and I'm going to go ahead and try to place the Sweet Dreams before I decide exactly where I'm going to put those wood veneers, because I like how they fit together on top of each other, but fitting them together that way, they don't fit into the layout how I want. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and just layer them under that gold glitter title, but I don't know that yet, so sorry I yawned. And then I also, in a minute, I have the year in those pink glitter chipboard letters, so those will be glued down at the bottom left as well. I will eventually go in and add the date somewhere, but I didn't have the date right off the top of my head when I was doing this layout, so it does not make it on here, but I will add the entire date at some point, like the actual date. In general, as India's gotten bigger, as long as I have the month and the year, I've called it a win. But especially these like teeny tiny newborn photos, I like to know the actual day, because when they're that little, they change so quickly, and India from 1 week to 3 weeks is completely different at that age. So I wanted to make sure that I go back and actually write in the actual date before I file it away, which obviously, I have not filed any of my layouts away in a long time, so we don't have to worry about that. They're not getting filed away. I have invested in some new albums. I've found several good deals and got a couple, and now I just got to get the page protectors and actually go through and file the layouts away, which is going to be a whole other ball game. So, but again, I'm gluing down the year right there at the left. And then from there, I'm going to pull out these, I don't know what that is. Oh, the buttons, sorry. It looked weird from, it's okay, I'm sorry. It's been a long day. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue these buttons down. And just in kind of the areas where the clusters are gonna go, the embellishments. And then that little enamel heart, and of course it's not sticking, so I had to add some extra adhesive. And there should have been 3 of these, but India was playing with them and has lost one, so there's only 2 of those enamel hearts, which is kind of sad. Like, my OCD would love another enamel heart on there. Anyways, so I'm just going in now to add some sequins, and I'm just adding some dots. Oh no, these aren't the sequins yet. These are some more of the little punctuation dots from that chipboard letters. And then these are the stars from that page, the rest of the stars from the page, the sticker sheet that I used on here. And I'm just kind of spreading them around, and then gonna go back and add some adhesive to glue them down really well. They also are not super sticky anymore, and it will be helpful to just add a little bit just to make sure they stick. Then I will start now going in and adding sequins. And just like any other layout, I like to go through and add dots, like many at a time, and then go in and just drop my sequins onto the dots of glue. One thing I do when I use Nuvo glue to glue my sequins on, which is what I've been using lately, is I do a dot and then I press my sequin into it so that the glue comes up into the hole in the center of the sequin. And so once it dries, it kind of flattens back out a little bit, and it kind of acts like an anchor to hold it down so it doesn't pop off. I've never had a sequin pop off of Nuvo glue, so I don't know that it would for sure, but in years past I've had it pop off of other liquid glues once they've dried and gotten kind of hard. And I've not had that with Nuvo glue yet, but that is one thing I do to try to, like, early prevention of them popping off, is I make sure that some of the glue seeps out that hole, and then once it dries it's completely clear and you can't tell, but then it is safe and secured on your layouts. Right now I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, maybe I'm doing my journaling and it's just off screen. I bet that's what I'm doing. Yep. So I am going in and just writing in a little bit of journaling. I don't have a whole lot to say because there wasn't a big story. She was just sweet and tiny, and I just wanted to get the photo on a layout. So I just did that on one of my little white journaling strips. They are just 1/4 inch wide strips of white cardstock that I keep. I cut like a couple pages worth all at once and set them in a basket to the side so I can pull them out as I need them. Then I am going in with some little pale pink enamel dots and just sprinkling those around the layout. And then pretty much after that, I think that's about it. This layout, there's a lot going on it, like visually, there's a lot, but it comes together rather quickly. If the fringe is the only thing that would have taken a while to cut if I didn't already have it done. But for the most part, everything else goes pretty quickly. And yeah, that's it. And I really love how it's turned out. It's super cute, and that little baby is so tiny. It makes me so sad. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, I did 1 more minute or 1 second finger. I don't remember why. I add something else though. Nope. I'm not gonna add it. Okay. So anyway, sorry. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please hit like and leave me a comment down below. Whenever you like and comment, and it tells YouTube that people want to watch the videos, and then they suggest them to more people, so it helps my channel to reach more people and inspire more people to do super fun scrapbooking layouts. So that I really appreciate when you guys do that, when you like and comment and subscribe. I mean, I love that you subscribe. That's awesome. But oh, it's because I needed the tiny word strips. So I go in and just add those tiny word strips. They're from the set that I created and included a few videos back when I revamped the kit. So again, just cutting and adding Nuvo glue. So yes, thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night and happy scrapping. Bye.